you fantastic beasts, BoJess here, and welcome back to the It doll tutorial thingy costume. It's been a while again. I fail at making tutorials. Yeah. But, on the bright side, I'm making it today. Now, let's get down to business. This is the same color inside or outside or inside. So pick what side you want on the inside. If it's shiny material, you might want to actually put the shiny on the inside. That's what I did with my costume. So it doesn't really, I don't know, kind of, give me a minute, look at it. You know what, it doesn't matter. Anyway, basically what I'm going to do is, at the ends, right here, is I'm going to sew these together. And you know, I wouldn't worry about if this middle part lines up 100%. It's not really going to be something that people notice. This is what I's gonna do. I tied a knot. I always tie a knot at the end of this. You can't even see it. Oh, there, wait. You can't even see the knot. But the thread, I always tie a knot. My mom doesn't. My mom never ties a knot at the end of the thread. And then she gets, like, mad when her thread comes undone. So I'm gonna try to show you what I'm doing. What am I doing? So, what I'm doing, basically, I'm gonna, like, poke it through. And then oops. I'm gonna fail. Anyway, I'm gonna poke it through the cloth, you know, and then just bring it back up, kind of like making a loop-de-loop. I don't know. Or you could just kind of go back and forth. If you are a complete beginner at sewing, this is not a good place to start, I'm just saying. I suck at teaching. This is why I'm like, why do people want a tutorial? No. Just kidding. But yeah, I'm basically poke it through, go through. Basically, I'll be honest, if you have a sewing machine, I would just use the sewing machine. Can you see? Yeah, you can kind of see what I'm doing. Kind of. Kind of, but not really. But yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do all the way to the other side. I poke it through, and then I come through. So, trying to kind of show you the stitch. I mean, yeah, it's not like perfect, but I mean, basically. And then I kind of, if you actually look at this, and then I'll just kind of flip it around, you can see that it's, not perfectly, you know, it's not perfectly perfect. It's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, then you just turn this, with that side, you know, you just turn it around. And boop. And then see? Come out of there. Oi! But yeah, so then, see if I can, yeah, see? And it's not really even that big of a deal, because, the red and white stuff that goes around this will kind of cover that up. It's not a big deal. which, you know, this frizzy thing is going to go on the inside of that. It's going to go like that, but I mean, I don't know. For me, it'd be, I think, easier to turn it inside out. And I'm just going to actually hand sew it. Because, yeah, this small and a sewing machine, not a fan of that idea. That just sounds like you're asking for trouble. You're gonna want the seam, the part you just sewed, you're gonna want that to match up with that seam. So there you go. And then what I'm going to do to sew it is I'm going to take, like, this is where the ruffle is. And I'm actually going to sew it, like, about right there, all the way around. I need to rethread my needle. And just go all the way around, keeping that, like, you know, up there. And kind of go all the way around. I think that would work really well. I'm going to see if I can't, you know, show you, and you know, that way you can kind of see. I haven't been very good at that. Like, giving you really good, I don't know how people do that. They actually, like, show what they're doing really well. I suck at it. Let me see what I can do. Alright. Like I said, I'm starting seam to seam. I hope you can kind of see that. I'm hoping I'm only going to give myself a small amount of room, really. This is the vest, and that's the ruffle. Just kind of give you an idea. Okay, so anyway, I went over this again, just to kind of add a little bit of a layer to it. I like to do that. I don't think everybody does it. Might just be a me thing, but sometimes, I'm not gonna go all the way around twice, but ow! Yeah, and then I'll kind of do, like, a couple, like, loop-de-loos and make it into a knot and tie it off. You can kind of see where the seam is, this stuff right here. You can, I tried to get it on this as much as I can, on this part, so that it doesn't pop out like that. But it's not too big of a deal if it does that a little bit, because you're gonna have, like, a little decoration that goes around this. Anyway, so I took this, went on the inside, flipped the vest inside out. Oops. Can't grab the other one. There we go. Seam to seam. That's gonna make just looks better. But anyway, but yeah. And then just sew all the way around. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'll probably hook up the sewing machine and we'll get to this part. This part's fun. Maybe it's kind of fun. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to finish this and then we'll get going on that. And what I basically did is fold it. And then I put pins. This might be easier. But yeah, I fold it. I'll just show you. Fold it where it's even. And then I put a pin through it. And here, I'll put pins through the rest of it. But yeah, so basically, and put the pins through. And then you sew along here. And then when it comes out, it's got the little bends in it. But basically, like right there. I'll put those put those pins in. But yeah, so you can kind of see where when you sew it, you're gonna get the ruffles. Or not ruffles, but the little, I don't know what to call them. I don't know what to call them. They're not ruffles, but So when you sew it together, it ends up where it looks like that. And you put that all the way down. And you can, go as far as you want. But yeah, so you're gonna do that. You're gonna put those in. And then you're just gonna run it along the sewing machine. When you're done with that, obviously you're gonna fold it in half. And run the sewing machine down the side. Depending on how long you want the arm is probably how big I would make these. So what I would do is I'd go ahead and run, like the needles all the way through and then, do another one down, down there and just keep going. That way you can see how long it is. See if it'll fit like your arm from right here to probably about on your arm. Well, if you're making the doll, obviously you eyeball it with the doll. But I mean, if you're making it for yourself, you want to make sure that it's going to go, about right here on the arm and then all the way down to at least right there on the wrist. That way you have the room for the cuff thing. I don't know, wrist cuff. I don't know what the technical... I don't know what the technical name is, but basically this little deal that goes around your wrist. That's too small. But yeah, it's not too small for the doll. It's probably too big. But I do need the lace. But anyway, so yes, that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to pull out my sewing machine. I'm going to run these all the way down there, pull out the sewing machine, sew those up. Some of them are a little bit bigger than some of them are a little bit smaller. I don't really care. But yeah, so I'm gonna fold this and I'm gonna sew it. Probably just along the... What you're gonna want to do is if you're actually, making the full size, what I did is I actually put my arm into it and put pins along where it fit on my arm, and then I gave it about half an inch, I think. So say the needles here, I sewed it along there. So needle there, I would sew it along there. But yeah, but since this is a doll, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other one up, just like this one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and probably just sew along there, this is where the cuff is gonna go. And yeah, it's gonna be about right, probably. I think the doll's gonna end up being a bit silly looking, but oh well. Or didn't say it was gonna be perfect. I might do. You know what I might do? It's just something that I thought about. Is what I do is attach. What I did with my costume is I actually. Okay, with these, what I did with my costume is I actually took Velcro, and put it here, and folded this over. I don't even know if you can see it, really. Let me see. But anyway, I put Velcro here, and then I folded it over, and then I put the lace over on top of that. And I had the Velcro inside. Well, I think I actually did. No, I did. I left the Velcro in. Anyway, and then I sewed along the bottom to where the Velcro, the thread didn't touch the Velcro, so that you could move, it in and out. And then when I sewed it to the arm, I actually made sure that it was like stretched out to where it would easily go like over my hand. It would stretch a little bit to go like over my hand. Of course, I'm pretty good at like making my hand pretty much the same size as my wrist almost. Almost. That's what I actually did with that. So I had put, folded the Velcro inside of there, put the lace over the top, and made it where the Velcro could go easily in and out. And then, I obviously sewed it together and, stuck it to this. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do with this is I'm obviously going to, sew, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and sew those two parts together. And then I'm going to hand sew it on here, basically how I hand sewed it onto basically how I hand sewed this part to this part. That's gonna have to go, that's gonna be turned on the inside like so. So what you're gonna want to do is basically like stick that in there, just like that. This is right side out, and basically grab it and pull it through that. That's what I'm doing. It's easier for me to visually see how it's gonna look when I get it done. And then yeah, it looks kind of funny right now. But yeah, okay. So there we go. Okay. Took me a few minutes. I was like, how did I do this with the costume? Anyway, so what I'm going to do is the seam deal is here. Looks like almost like a Demogorgon. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna sew it around. And then I'm gonna get the other side. And voila! It will be beautiful. Went ahead and I sewed just the edge there on this real quick. But of course, if you're making the costume, you would have done this part first, and you would have all the lace on there. I'm gonna put on the doll. I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm actually gonna put the lace, attach the lace to the glove. I think instead of this, I think it'd just be easier because of how small this is. But yeah, so now you have two little cones. Now you have a hello. Is anybody? You're like hello. Hello! It's not making my voice louder. Hello! Okay, I'm having too much fun. But yeah, so, let me get this sewed, and I'll be back with you. Alright. That's awesome. Look at that. Arm 1 done. Woo! Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'll probably wait until after, like I get, I need some light, I swear. Problem is it's where the light source come from. But anyway, I'm probably gonna make sure I have the decorations around these areas first, but I'm gonna probably take something kind of from the inside. Like, I don't know, because I want to make sure it's poofy. Might leave that one alone. Yeah, that might have been the one. Oh well. Yeah. So I'm gonna probably take something and, like kind of attach these together to where they'll, kind of look poofy like they should be. So make them kind of look like that instead of, cause yeah, that's even what my costume looks like when like I take it off. The arms are like way long and it looks really funny. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and attach the other one. And I don't know if I'm gonna attach these or not. These will be easy because all you have to do, like, to attach this, all you have to do is like, because this is right side, this is right side out, this is right side out, and just inside out, like that. And then obviously you match the seams up, and you go around, sew it all the way around. That's what I did on my costume too. Making sure to avoid the Velcro. I'll get the other one sewed on, and then meet you in the next episode where we'll probably. I'm thinking about working on the the pants. I don't know. I might do the I should move this. You can see me better. That did not help. Every time I move it, it moves. But yeah, so I might go ahead and do the hands up. I gotta buy lace first. So if I get lace, I'll work on the hands. And then the neck, I think the head's gonna be last with the lacy, whatever you call this neck thing. All that'll probably be the very last. I don't know how I'm going to make the shoes yet. I gotta think about that. Hands, I think, are going to be... I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to trace out maybe my daughter's hand and make it a little bit thicker, because I think her hand would be about the right size. So you're looking at like a 4 or 5 year old's hand. Just, if you don't have kids, just go to like town and borrow somebody's child. I'm joking, don't really do that. I'm trying to think of, just draw your hand and shrink it down maybe, I don't know. But that's what I'm kind of thinking about right now, is to see how that would work out. And of course that will be on white material. Yeah, so I'm thinking either gloves in the next episode, or I'm going to start working on the shorts. I do believe it is the 4th episode. I actually have decent tutorial on how I made the poofy part, the bloomers. Pretty decent. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to shrink that down just yet. But basically I'll probably take like a big square piece of material and just do exactly what I did is what's on that. Or look up how to make bloomer shorts. Or maybe ponyo shorts, because that's where I got the whole idea from. It's like, okay, ponyo shorts. But yeah, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode here. So when we come back, we will work on either the hands or the pants. More than likely the pants. depending. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, let me know what you thought of this video by either leaving me a pulse up or a pulse down. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next episode. Night-night. He looks like he's gonna bite my finger.